Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, instead of doing like the after meal plan, after the whole process, and telling you, showing you my grocery haul and my meal plan for the week, I thought that I would do the before process and kind of walk you through my steps doing it. I've had some people ask about my process, and so I'm just going to show you what I do, how I shop, what I have in my kitchen, the printables that I use to keep me on track, and then how I pick meals for the week. So let's just go ahead and jump right in because it's Sunday. I need to get to Costco because we didn't go after church and Costco closes early on Sundays. So I gotta get my shopping list done and get out the door. So my process always starts with my checklist. This allows me to make sure that I have everything that we need. This is going to become my shopping list, and I'm going to base my my meal plan off of what we have. So I already kind of started this process yesterday. This is my meal plan from 2 weeks ago, and then this is last week's meal plan. And here in my bullet journal, I have a new Post-it ready to write down my meals for the next week. Everything highlighted is what I need to buy, and then the checks are what we have on hand. So I know that I'm running really low on sesame oil. I used about a quarter cup of my sesame oil to make hummus, and so I highlighted it in yellow because I'm going to get that from Whole Foods. Again, I'm low on coconut oil. I'm going to get that from Costco, so I highlighted that in green. Pecans, we have been out of pecans for months, but they are about $14 at Costco, which really isn't a bad price. It'll last us a while, but I'm waiting until we have a little bit of leeway in our budget to get those because they're definitely not an essential item. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of walk you through the process, show you what I do, and then we'll pick up again when I make my meal plan.
About to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me.
Okay, so now that I know everything that I have on hand, so I know what's in my freezer, what's in my fridge, what's in my pantry, and what's in my overflow pantry downstairs in the basement. And as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. So there's not a lot that I need to get other than the things that we consume a lot of every week, like fresh fruit and milk, and then just some vegetables like greens and things like that. So my next step now is to take my kitchen staples list and then fill in some prices so that I kind of have a ballpark idea. I'm going to use my price list for Costco here. So this has, I think, a little over 75 items on here. It has Costco prices and ALDI prices, where you can see where I've written in like pink ink. That's where I've just kind of written the updated price. But for the most part, they're really close. The prices haven't changed that much. And that just helps me to plan how much I'm going to spend. So for extra things that aren't like super necessary that we would like to have on hand, like pecans, I'll just know if I have some wiggle room in my grocery budget. And this is a great step for you guys. I know I get a lot of messages from people asking me how much we spend on our grocery budget. How do you keep your budget down? Now, I am not I'm trying to think of how to say this. We spend more than some people. One, we have 5 kids. We eat all of our meals at home. And for the most part, I try to make most of everything from scratch. And we also try to prioritize real food over processed food. So, you know, you just have to decide what's best for your family. Work within the budget that you have and then make choices from there. All this to say, having this method where you have a list that you work from every week and then you fill in prices, that'll help you to make sure that you're not overspending when you go to the store there. So let me go ahead and fill in these prices, and then that'll give me an idea on what we can buy, and I'll show you how I'm gonna pick our meals for the week.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head is me.
Okay, so I still have to total everything up, but I pretty much have what I need at this point. I may need to add some things to the list once I decide what our meals are gonna be. So I know that I have a pound of ground beef that I can use for burgers, or I can change that up. I have shrimp and sausage to use for jambalaya. I think that's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. So I can go ahead and just fill that in over here. And I will link all of the recipes. I'll make a note whether the recipes are from my cookbook or on the blog. Both of these are on the blog though. We have a lot of tuna downstairs, but we also have mayonnaise already made. I make homemade mayonnaise. And we already have some in the fridge. We don't always have that. So I'm just gonna put tuna and crackers here, and then we'll have like fresh fruit with that, maybe some veggie straws or something. So that's one thing. We also, there's a package downstairs of gnocchi. There's a recipe on the blog for sweet, creamy gnocchi soup, and that's in the Instant Pot. So I will just put that down as one of our lunches. We also have a lot of russet potatoes and kind of golden potatoes. So maybe one day for lunch, we will have loaded baked potatoes. And that's not gonna require me to buy anything extra other than the package of chopped bacon that I'm already planning on doing. Now, as far as dinners go, I have this easy dinner ideas list. So if I get stuck or just like there's a night that we really need an easy dinner, then I'll use that. Last week, I used the week 1 of the summer meal plan. So this week is week 2. And I actually do have some salsa left over, just like a cup of salsa. So whenever I have just a little bit of salsa, I love using this soup. So that's really nice that that's actually on the list. So I'm gonna write down chicken salsa soup, lentil sloppy joes, and easy coleslaw. I do have a bag of coleslaw in the fridge, so that might be a good one. 15-minute shrimp lo mein. Now I'm not gonna do this because we're having shrimp with our jambalaya, so I'm gonna think of something to replace that meal. So with only needing to buy the like the chopped bacon, I don't need to buy any other meat. I have chicken stock, so I don't need any like whole chickens to make stock. That's gonna free up some room in my budget to buy things that are kind of like, you know, sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. And then it's time to head to Costco and also put in my order. I haven't talked about this process at all, but everything that I get from Whole Foods, I'm just gonna order it from my phone using the Prime Now app, and then it's just gonna be delivered. They give you like a 2-hour delivery window, so all I have to do is order everything. I'm gonna get my apples from Whole Foods, that sesame oil, peanuts, and just some things like that. So you don't have to have like a you know, a really big order. It can just be a handful of things, and they're gonna bring it to my door and save me a little bit of time and a little bit of hassle. And I do get asked about this a lot. It is a free service, but they do suggest tipping, and I don't mind that one bit because one, it's saving me time, and time is money. But also, if I went to the store I would almost certainly buy extra things. So having them bring it, that's saving me money anyway, and I have no problem tipping somebody who's doing this service. You guys have people at your house who like garlic and olives. These are my husband's favorite. They're garlic stuffed olives, and he actually has like 3 jars downstairs. However, Costco doesn't always carry these olives, or kind of like a hit or miss kind of thing. So he's basically insisting that we buy a jar every time we come to Costco so that we don't run out the whole year. And funny story, this morning when I woke up, my 3-year-old, who's a big fan of these olives, I knew he was in the kitchen doing something, but I didn't know what. And he was trying to get a fork so that he could dish out an olive to eat at 8 in the morning. So anyway, we like those olives if you guys are olive fans as well. Alright guys, so I just got done with Costco and it's time to head home. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video now because when I get home it's just going to be crazy and you guys don't need to see that. So my Whole Foods order isn't going to come because I put it in at like 4:30. It's going to come tomorrow. So you're not going to see what I got from Whole Foods, but it's basically the same kind of things that I always get. Apples, oatmeal, stuff like that, peanuts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, you can find links. I'll have like my entire list of lunches and dinners down below in the video description with links to everything. If it's a cookbook recipe, I'll make a note of that as well. So I hope you have a great week. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that little red subscribe button. I am putting out a new video, at least one every week. And then every Monday, I'm going to continue, as long as you guys enjoy these videos, I'm going to continue doing my meal plan and haul and just kind of the behind the scenes to hopefully give you guys some inspiration and tips and ideas for making meal planning and cooking real food a little bit simpler and easier. Okay, that's it. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys later.